Here's an acrylic painting I made during lockdown, Evanescence 01. Wow-wee, that is just stunning to look at. So pretty too. Oh, they also drew something they did a painting. Oh, that's nice. I like the painting, that's cool too. An albino peacock flying over a regular one, and it looks indeed his spirits are an out-of-body experience. I don't know why they've said indeed here. It seems so out of place. Like some scientist really trying to emphasize the amazingness of the image.
And it looks indeed his spirit or an out-of-body experience.
I guess you could say it looks rather
smashing.
Now, for those of you who are familiar with the wild thornberries, please don't tell everyone else how much I just butchered that voice. Bruised banana art using a pin and a comb. No ink is used. As the skin darkens each day, more detail is added. Oh, I guess you could say the amount of detail into these things is driving me bananas. No, but seriously, this is far too good. This is like way better than what I was expecting. Kids, if your parents tell you not to play with your food, show them this. You're not playing, you're creating art as you smash your banana on the ground to add more depth to your masterpiece. The Blizzard of North Dakota, 1966. What? No, that's not an electricity pole. That's just the world's longest clothesline. Yep, that's our sight to behold here at Dakota. Oh, don't worry about the muffled screams for help. You can't save them anyway. The entire Bible in Braille. Okay, no, there needs to be a point where a book is no longer a book and is simply a reincarnated tree. In 1940, White told Palakai. Nope, that's his name. That's his name. I don't care if I said it wrong, that's his name. A member of the Polish resistance volunteered to be captured by Nazis so he could collect intelligence on the Auschwitz concentration camp. Feast your eyes on him. What you're seeing right here is a legend. But seriously, can we take a moment to appreciate the absolute badassery these people do? I would get nervous as hell lying about homework at school to my teacher. These guys, they're getting past Nazis to just spy on them.
Teach me your sneaky ways, Witoldi Palaiki.
A cancer cell slashed open by an ion beam. Oh, please be as awesome as it sounds. Please be as awesome as it that looks so... I'm recovering from a cold, so laughing too much is bad for me. Oh no, the cancer. It doesn't like me seeing itself hurt. I'm not dying. I don't think so. Okay, yeah, no, this is getting bad. I'm gonna ask the doctor. Hey, doctor, am I dying?
Oh, no, man, you good.
Okay, cheers.
Now, that'll be $300.
Wait, what?
Man, just kidding. This is Australia. You don't have to pay for that kind of stuff. Oh, jeez, man, you okay?
God damn it. My dad showed me this tonight. He got it from a guy he worked at a power plant with who whittled it from a single piece of wood. So what do you like to do in your spare time? Oh, you know, just make frickin' magic. And now, a small castle in Transylvania, Romania. Bidoo, you're welcome. Let your fantasies run wild as you make up a lovely idea as to why the hell this house is built this way. No, it's just, okay, I love the whimsical design, but why do you need tiling all the way down like as if they got a little hairdo at the front door? No, aesthetically it's cool, because they look like scales, looks like dragon scales. It's a cool dragon house, I love it for that, but the necessity. Why? The roof is just designed just to keep the rainwater away from the freaking insides and stuff. It can provide shade.
Stop resisting. Let's go.
Down there.
Come on, over here. Have a look at this. Look.
What?
Isn't that pretty? You like the invisible Christmas tree, buddy? You find it pretty?
Yeah, but like it just doesn't.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
What's the point of it? What's the...
Now presenting a rainbow cloud. Now, is it a rainbow cloud, or are you just high off your butt? It's most likely the former, let's be honest. You're not old enough to have drugs. Now, quick, get back onto the flying panzer take, otherwise we won't make it in time for our annual tea party with the Queen of NASCAR racing. Yes, editor, I expect you to animate or at least create a little photo collage of that, otherwise I'm going to be very disappointed, and everyone watching this video will be very disappointed too, because my imaginative abilities will not be coming to life through the magic of editing, and it'll be all your fault! And I will cry for about 3 seconds because I honestly don't think it's that big of a deal. But I'm going to make it a big deal because I am dramatic. The black and white costume. Oh, dude. Oh, damn it. No, don't make me laugh so much. What I'm trying to say is, wow, that is cool. I genuinely thought it was photoshopped, but it isn't. Ha ha ha. Very clever and funny. Next image. Crystallized dress left in the Dead Sea for 2 months by Sigurd Landau, 2016. Yo, that looks toxic. I don't know. Something about it feels rather toxic. But it also reminds me of prawn crackers, and now I want to try a bite. Like, I know I said it was toxic before, but like, I mean, for the sake of science, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So I'm just gonna grab a little bite of this dress. Nom 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 nom. Oh, would you look at that? I can't use my legs anymore. The first ever documented case of biofluorescence in Tasmanian devils was captured tonight at the Toledo Zoo. Wait, Tasmanian devils? They're Australian! And I'm from Australia! This is slightly to do with me! And now I'm much more invested! For I am slightly narcissistic. That is actually really cool though. Wow! Yo! That's actually extremely scary too when you think about it. Imagine seeing that in the dark, in the wilderness. Oh my god! Though they're basically bulky chihuahuas, so they're not exactly the most intimidating creatures in the world. Creation of Adam scratched to precision on car. I wouldn't really say to precision. I mean, the original one made me question my heterosexuality much more. These divers found a massive squid egg. Dude, that is an egg! It is the size of you! What do you think the size of the mother looks like? Run! Why are you flashing an image? Run away! I'm clearly dying, so just leave me. Save yourself for the glory of science. Ice eggs. This rare phenomenon occurs when ice is rolled over by wind and water in northern Finland. Okay. That is terrifyingly awesome. Reindeer eyes turn blue in winter, which makes them see better in the dark due to the scattering of light on the retina. The summer eyes reflect 95% of the light out of the eye, whereas winter eyes only 40%. Yo, the ninjas in Naruto have nothing on reindeers. Also, another weird thing to have learned today, reindeer eyes look like just a mouth. It's just they're not super happy, but they're also not super sad to see me either. They're just, Hemken Falls, British Columbia. Yo! Whoa! I didn't know nature could recreate me in front of an ice cream sundae machine. That or it's a certain recreation of your mum's videos on a certain black and orange website.
Hey!
Sorry, doctor.
I'll have you know it's an OnlyFans.
The Costa Rican glass frog has almost transparent skin, enabling you to see its organ structure. God, why would you make this a thing? Why? That's horrifying. God, why? Why, God? God, please answer me. I know I'm not religious, but I will be today if you just tell me why. Berlin Wall. Graffiti spray paint layers on a broken piece. Wow, that's like almost half the thickness of the wall itself. There's another new fact I've learnt today. Spray paint can solidify into a solid piece of, well, foundation. Sitting in an igloo for days to get the perfect shot. Wildlife photographers are a different breed. Oh, you are kidding me. It is worthwhile adorable. Okay, I'm really balancing the costs here between the effort it's taken to reach the quality of that image versus how good that image is, like how adorable it is. I don't know if I could stay there for more than like a day waiting for that kind of image. Oh, but it's so cute. The Old Faithful Inn in Yellowstone National Park. Yo, are those candles? How is that place not burnt down? Seriously though, that is freaking impressive. Wow. Oh my goodness. That is all wood. Just wood. Seriously, America, with all the crazy things that happen in your country, how you still got this kind of building perfectly in good condition? How is this not falling apart already? A horse named Jenny walks the same route that she has walked every day for almost 14 years. She walks alone since her owner has gotten older and is unable to ride anymore. The locals know Jenny well and look after her, giving her treats and making sure that she gets home safe. What? Oh my god, where is this again? I want to live here. Please tell me where this is. I want to live with a local wandering horse. That is so cute. Faye Shulman, 1940s, member and main photographer of the Jewish resistance to the Holocaust. I want people to know that there was resistance. Jews did not go like sheep to the slaughter, she said. I have pictures. I have proof. She is 101 today. Madam, you are a beast and a badass and deserve to be remembered for all time. Not to mention rocking that leopard style. Fashion against fascism. Manhattan, 1931. Wow. No high rises, but still is smoky. Seriously though, I'm so used to seeing skyscrapers everywhere. It looks like a tornado just ripped through the entire city. Fingers crossed I didn't just jinx 2021 for Manhattan there. World War I Memorial in Hungary. I can say Hungary at least. Oh, damn. That's actually really powerful. I think the saddest thing I find about World War I, World War II is that most of the men there didn't really want to go, but just felt they had to. They were meant to. It's part of their job in society to do so. Rest in peace all you honorable blokes who went to war. The small details. In the forearms, there is one very small muscle that contracts only when lifting the pinky. Otherwise, it is invisible. Michelangelo's Moses is lifting the pinky. Therefore, that tiny muscle is contracted, a small part of the many details of this masterpiece. Thank you for this interesting fact, OP. I have attempted to recreate the same thing with my forearms, and I've discovered that I am either too fat to see it, or my muscle is too small for me to notice it. So thank you for demolishing my self-worth there. Famous Austrian village finally changed their name.
Oh, fooging hell. Don't you smile at me, you little foogewits.
The Himalayas of Nepal. Yeah, alright, but where's the salt? Hey, ever wanted to learn how to draw The Simpsons?
No.
Well, here you go. You're welcome. Yes, look at these interesting tutorials.
Okay.
Note the nose line and how to correctly position the ears.
I don't watch The Simpsons.
Ah, look at the teeth as well. Wow, the techniques they use. Timmy, pay attention. Otherwise, I'll punish you for making me feel so old.
Okay.
An orphan gorilla hugging a park ranger.
Oh, bro. You gave me the best treats.
An 8-mile-long canvas filled with Ice Age drawings of extinct animals has been discovered in the Amazon rainforest. Yo, what? What? Earth, buddy, what are you doing, mate? You're doing this thing where you're not making sense, and we don't like that. An old sculptor built a gnome from old parts right on the territory of a gas station on a highway in Belarus. Now, what do you think of when you think of gnome? You obviously think of the tiny cute little guys that you put in the garden, don't you?
You are wrong! Look at this fine beast! Take him into battle! He has an axe and some other thing. What is that, like a giant beer bottle glass thing? I don't know. Look at the beard though. My God, I feel my balls dropping as I look at it.
Canadian passports under a black light. Okay, Canada, I know you say that the maple leaf is what's on your flag, but I mean, come on. If this is your passport, that's not a maple leaf. Exploring a cemetery and came across this grave. Turns out he was a legendary comic book artist. Okay, that is actually amazing. I love that. That's actually really cool. There you go. Harvey Pekar. Give it a Google. Find his work. Honor him. Caterpillar with penguin pattern? Oh, what the hell? I'd love to see how conspiracy theorists would justify this one. The perfect photo opportunity for everyone, except him. Sure, yeah, photo opportunity he misses out on, but I mean, life opportunity? That is... He's having a good one. I could die happy now. The clearest picture currently available of the planet Mercury.
Oh,
wow, it's so just pretty and colorful. When was Mercury this beautiful and colorful and pretty?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I swear, Mercury, you've just glowed up. You used to have like the weirdest braces and hairdo in high school. That was insane how you've become this now.
Please call me a doctor. Okay, but since you're not Australian, that'll be $300.
The birds of the striped cuckoo are very similar to pine cones. This is how they protect themselves from predators. Well, joke's on you. I like my gums to feel intense pain. Dad created plasma in the basement. Apparently, it is the fourth state of matter and is created under a vacuum with high voltage. He has been working on it for a while and is quite proud of himself. Wow, just men and their garage hobbies, am I right? Honey, what are you doing? Just, creating the fourth state of matter. No big deal. This is a meteorological phenomenon known as a virga, a shaft of rain that evaporates before reaching the ground. This one, photographed in New York City yesterday, is also being backlit by the sunrise. Okay, is it evaporating though because it just didn't collect as much rainwater at first, or because it's so hot that the rain is literally evaporating in the air. Either way is slightly concerning. I went diving with my metal detector in a private lake and was able to return multiple valuables to their owners, including a $5,000 wedding ring that was lost for almost 5 years. Yeah, lost. We didn't throw it away. We didn't have a fight. But, thank you for returning it. This is how truly large the Nicegirls River Basin really is. It's literally the entire half of America. That, and I'm also slightly tripping over the fact that most river systems end up looking like lungs in regards to the Earth's layers. Dude, oh wow, that is... I feel there's some deep spiritual meaning here somewhere, but I'm too tired to figure it out. Yes, a word I can pronounce. Vladivostok in Russia. See, kids, this is why you don't leave the aircon on. This right here is why we need global warming, okay? I don't want to see any scientific evidence saying otherwise. Just look at this photo. This is all the proof you need. This bull model made of sand. No, that is not just sand. That is a real bull. Don't you lie to me. That is a real bull. Look at it. It's got hair! It's got hair! Okay, no, in all seriousness, that is just incredible. Look at the detail on this thing. And just look at that smug look on his face, like, yeah, I made this. Beautiful Christmas tree before and after. Wow, okay, that's honestly beautiful. And also further encourages me to never bother with anything more than just like a branch for my Christmas trees. Hi, wanna know what rich people waste their money on? A rose quartz sink! Because nothing says giving a middle finger to your poorer friends more than a literal, like, angelic duck as your water tap. This is a picture of Abu Tassin al-Salih, an Iraqi veteran sniper who is credited with killing over 384 ISIS members during the Iraqi civil war, receiving the nickname Hawkeye. The leader of ISIS was so afraid of him, he put a bounty of $250,000 on the sniper. Now, before I show you the image, think of what he would look like. Probably a rather youthful, athletic man. Nope, he's a friendly old looking gnome dude. Don't believe anyone who says you can't achieve something in your 40s and over. Meanwhile, here's what it looks like when you wake up to 40 to 44 inches of snow in one night. These COVID lockdown measures, they're just getting insane. Now they're forcing Mother Nature to be part of it too. Somehow, this is not a real person, but a bronze statue. Oh my, no way. There's even a plaque. The Traveler. That is incredible. And so horrifyingly accurate. The Lonely Sister, London, British Museum. What a poor lonely sister. I wonder where she belongs. Can't put my finger on it. In unrelated news, here's a nice little other thing in Athens where it originally belongs. Just, oh, look at that missing spot. Oh, I wonder what goes there. I wonder what was stolen from there. French woman pouring tea for a British soldier fighting in Normandy, 1944. That was the days when you could go out, pour your neighbor a cup of tea as they're shooting off some Nazi fascists. That's, it was nice, you know, you mortar shells, possibly destroying your family and house and stuff, but it was great, it was quiet, you know, it's much more peaceful. This is a giant iron tree built into the side of the Russian Ministry of Agriculture. Slightly sad it isn't an actual tree, but still extremely impressed nonetheless. By the way, here's what a baby T-Rex might have looked like. Chicken, that's what it might have looked like. I mean, cute now, but that thing could eat you alive easily in a single gulp. On the left, a 1980 Toyota pickup. 40 years later, a Toyota pickup. Both half-ton trucks. I feel like this is something that would blow Limmy's mind. But the Toyota pickup's heavier. It's bigger. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like the feathers all over again. Don't do this to me. Siberian unicorn, Elasmotherium. Extinct 39,000 years ago. Oh my god, that is not what I was expecting to see. Jesus Christ, these unicorns are gonna make me extinct as well at this rate. This picture of a water spout. Yo, that is like twisting in the sky. That is really cool. That is a really cool photo. It's like a big Slurpee straw, just rainwater. Here is the best wildlife photo of the year that didn't start sucking. So right foot forward on 8. No, you jive on 8 like this. Do you see what I'm doing? Okay. Do you see?
Yeah.
Jive! Jive, Stephen, jive right now!
I can't do what you're doing!
Do you want to be on Broadway, Steve? I do! Then jive, damn it! When wood storage becomes art. I don't know, this looks rather boring to me. Yes, it's come to that point in the video where I'm resorting to dad puns. Takin. A very rare mammal with thick neck and short muscular legs. No, my sister's name is Jamie. It lives in groups and is found above 4,000 meters in the eastern Himalayas. They feed on bamboo. Adult Jamies can weigh over 200 kilos. Yeah, that seems about right. Also, how am I at my current age and still being introduced to new species of animals? Of all the interesting animals we hunted to extinction, why did this guy have to survive? They put rails under the benches in this park so you can always be in the shade. Okay, clearly this local council was too smart for their own good. See, with brain power like this, I wouldn't mind a dictatorship. Seriously, was that named after a cat? It is one of the largest known of the giant crocodilians. Perhaps even surpassing okay, what is with these words? Sarcosuchus. That other one in size. It reigned supreme in Central South America in the, period, 8 million years ago. Oh, buddy, I'm glad they're extinct. If they were still around, I as an Australian would have nothing to sulk about. Frozen birch tree. Ooh, Christmassy. Really nailed it with the night sky angle too. This used to be a boat, now it's an island. What? Boats aren't a Pokemon. How does that even work? Pokemon designers be like, write that down. Map of Pangaea with today's borders. Hey, look, I wouldn't mind being a little bit closer to some snow. There is a tribe in India that has learned to make living bridges out of ficus tree roots. The bridges take 15 to 30 years to complete. Mature bridges stretch 15 to 250 feet over deep rivers and gorges, and can bear impressive loads, upwards of 35 people at a time. How do you even design that? I love that this is completely natural, but also I'm not gonna wait 30 years for someone to build a bridge across a river. In Rome, there is a door that, if you look through the hole in the lock, you will be able to perfectly see St. Peter's Basilica, which, thanks to the perspective, will appear closer than it really is. Is this like a public door or something? I'd imagine there's a common commotion in Rome for just lost tourists to be wandering around checking out people's doorknobs. Striking natural red spessartine garnet from Brazil with detailed natural etching due to inconsistent crystal growth. In layman's terms, reality stone from Avengers. You're welcome. This is what happens when you put horizontal mirrors on a shack in a desert. That or mess with a spessartine garnet with detailed natural etching due to inconsistent crystal growth. No, it's fine. Just screw up my perception on reality. That's cool. The detail on this well-preserved Egyptian mummy. Oh my god. I've played Dead Space, but I could not take my time to wrap up a dead head like this. Bravo to whoever did this and the peg that was on your nose to cover the stench. First the man takes the drink, then the drink takes the man. Sculpture created based off an old Irish saying. Oh, how morbid. Queen Elephant, who roamed the plains of Tsavo East National Park in Kenya for more than 60 years. With tusks long enough to touch the ground, she was one of Africa's few remaining super tuskers. Wow, you could literally sow the soil with those things. I've been off walking again. This time, I found this massive Victorian hunting lodge. It's based on a huge estate in Staffordshire, UK. It's also empty. Who would abandon that? No, hang on. No one would abandon a building like that if there wasn't some shady stuff going on. I don't know, man. I'd call like a priest or Ghostbusters. Or the SCP Foundation. This beautiful shot of England. Oh my, wait, since when did England have such white rocks? Is that where white people come from? It's okay, I can insult white English people like that because I'm Irish. They owe me. Entrance to a furniture store my dad and stepmom checked out today. When you wanted to be Willy Wonka, but your family only deals in furniture. The view from the top of the world, Mount Everest. It really is an astounding feat. Until you notice there's a literal conga line of people at the top of the world. Like, damn humans, damn you are a pest. Arizona firemen putting out a Mexican fire. Well, ain't that neighborly. Speaking of a lot of water, Tokyo flood tunnels. Jesus, oh wow, no kidding when they say flood tunnels. Can imagine a lot of Hollywood producers' nipples getting erect at the thought of the movies they can shoot in here. This path of frozen bamboo. Oh, nature, you're so frosty. This stained glass ceiling hotel. You're not gonna at least mention where it is? I could easily reverse image search this, but that requires me to do something. I do absolutely love the design, but I'm just, always in constant expectation that someone is going to dramatically break through that glass at the ceiling. It's too pretty for someone to not eventually destroy it. This amazing glowing like stained glass costume. Abby is the creation of Paige Gardner. Oh god, the hotel gains human form. You thought you could get away with stealing my hairdryer? This guy caught a huge goldfish. Wait, goldfish still exist in the wild? I thought they were like domesticated, like dogs and cats. The door is real, the rest is graffiti. We'll see about that.
Yeah, it's a wall.
Sea urchins put rocks on their heads for protection, so if you give them tiny hats, they'll wear them. No! No, this is a fact that I don't think we as humans should be allowed to know. Oh, we're gonna take such advantage of them now. Say hello to America's newest national park, New River Gorge National Park. Woover. Hello, New River Gorge National Park. Woover. I'm noticing a lack of a river, but that's alright, I don't judge. 100 sunsets stacked on one photo. I don't know how this works, but I still love it regardless. I took a picture of the ball of a pen losing ink while rolling over paper. You know, it honestly still blows my mind to this day that it's a little ball at the end of a pen. An amazing view from Faroe Islands. Okay, I'm loving the background, but oh my god, grass on the roofs? That's okay, I didn't need to know how to say words anyway. Of all the places needing to have greener buildings, you don't! This sculpture of Jesus at abandoned cemetery in Poland gets slowly absorbed by a tree. Okay guys, this has been a great photo shoot. Now, can you get me out of here, please? Can we also take this moment to acknowledge the fact that Jesus is being eaten by a tree? How come no one is calling this tree Satan yet? Found an abandoned F-14 fighter jet while I was mapping the sea floor with an Edge Tech slide scan sonar off the coast of Norfolk, VA. It's all fun and games until it suddenly starts transforming into the shape of a humanoid. Kayaker versus aircraft carrier. Or when you saved up your upgrade point but have to suddenly fight the endgame boss. I am not prepared. I am doing very little damage. A German city has installed a number of pods for homeless people fitted with thermal insulation to sleep in. Honestly, man, that looks cozy as hell. The letter my great-great-uncle sent his wife to let her know he survived the Pearl Harbor attack. Wow. To think this was the fastest way to communicate messages back in the day. Like you're literally filling out a form to do something that these days takes a second. Hydrosaurus, otherwise known as the sailfin lizard. Whoa, no, wait, that's real? Like that's a real thing? Yo, dude, I'm looking these up right now. Oh my god! Dude, that is so cool! Like, I didn't know there were lizards with actual sail fins. If this owner hasn't named their lizard here Toothless, then no, you don't deserve it. This just in. Newfoundland changes name to New Lostland following winter apocalypse. It will return momentarily. Maybe. 39,000-year-old mammoth carcass. Scientists say it's so well preserved that its brain is still intact. Yo, what? I mean, okay, look, honestly, that is quite horrifying to look at, but just scientifically, it's hugely fascinating. Meanwhile, the next week's news, Frankenstein mammoth on the loose. This mirror portrait was taken 100 years ago in Japan. Hello, old strangers, welcome to the internet. You'll have no idea what it's like. Bald eagle nests are generally 5 feet wide and 3 feet deep. The largest recorded bald eagle nest, 9.5 feet in diameter, 20 feet deep, and weighed almost 6,000 pounds. Wow, I'm glad it's not just humans that go a bit overkill with their accommodation. This forest noise amplifier is what my life has been missing. Who thought of this? You know what I want? I want big ears and a bed in the bush. I hate how ridiculous it is, and I especially hate that I really want to know what it's like. You're probably used to seeing opal cut up into pretty cabochons for rings or earrings, but opal fresh out of the ground is just as beautiful. This is just giving me strong vibes of fairy bread, and as an Australian, it's kind of dangerous of me to mistake them. Yeah, interesting fact, if you ever want to tame an Australian, feed them fairy bread. The more homemade it is, the fonder they'll be of you. Prehistoric parasite attempting to escape from its host as it is drowning in amber. Don't let it out. Bee infestation so large that honey is coming from the plugs. Hey, at least it's honey and not blood. If it was blood, then you'd be in a horror movie, and that is much worse. Though I'm sure honey doesn't actually get covered in the insurance. My prosthetics, all designed for different purposes and fit the same sockets. I imagine this guy would be the master at hiding behind curtains. Annette Kellerman promoting a woman's right to wear a fitted one-piece bathing suit in 1907. She was later arrested for indecency. Wait, where is the indecency? Okay, yeah, it's old times. They were obviously a lot more conservative. Long exposure shot of a Roomba vacuum with color-changing light on the top of it. Can't tell if your floor's now a disco or a subway train route. Exploring the sea in Greenland. Well, I must be colorblind because I'm seeing a lack of green! Greenland, explain! 44 years ago today was the first and only time it snowed in Miami, Florida. Oh no, I can only imagine climate change deniers having a field day with this one.
We had climate change in the 70s and we turned out alright.
This beautiful 50-foot tall sculpture in South Dakota named Dignity was recently erected. It was made to respect native culture. Pretty. I wonder how many native trees they cleared away to put it there. Digs aside, it's seriously quite beautiful. Winter and Loman Street, Amsterdam. Wow, those trees are freaking beast. I love it, but I would be so scared putting my car there. Grand Central Station, New York City, 1929. This view is no longer possible to see because skyscrapers now block the sunlight. Seeing things like this better explains to me why people can actually buy airspace above buildings. If you've ever wanted to see a sunset on another planet, here you go. This beautiful sunset was taken on the Martian surface by Curiosity on April 15th, 2015. I miss the world where the Curiosity rover was the biggest thing going around. 4 different tiger fur color mutations. From left to right, snow white, standard, golden, and white. Oh my god, I thought it was going to be like the fur itself laid out, not actual tigers there. I am very happy to be wrong. Just like this guy. Just look at his smile. 6 years in, Pakistan's billion-tree tsunami making a difference. I can't say anything else less than just wow. Like, you really got to comprehend how far back this image is from the ground. This might have taken weeks to months to complete, but it's clearly going to be lasting centuries. 12,000-year-old mammoth tusk found in Siberia. Wait, was it seriously just on the ground? Like, not dug deep in the earth or anything? I just find it really strange to believe that there was a literal tusk of this size, of this age, just lying around in the grass. I mean, I struggle to find my car keys in my room, and this guy can find a 12,000-year-old tusk. Canadian passport when held under UV light. And they say Canadians don't know how to party. Fool, how do you think we make our passports? Villagers in India made giant sweaters to keep rescued elephants warm. Oh, it does not help that elephant is smiling. Oh, it's too cute. My great-grandfather's British Army issue pocket watch, along with the German bullet that it stopped in France 1914. Guess you could say that watch saved him in the nick of time. Shut up.
An Asian American-owned store in 1942. I am an American. Man, we've had some incredibly horrifying times throughout our country, haven't we? They haven't really slowed down too much, but still, it's interesting looking back on these events. This netting makes the water have less plastic and large debris flowing through it. In Australia, this seems like such a no-brainer move, and yet I have never seen anything like this in person. Art by bruising the banana. No ink was used. No, I refuse to believe that. I've seen banana art before and it's not even remotely that good. What the hell? Redwoods are really big. Yeah, they're really, really big. I still hope to see one in person someday. The Belgium-Netherlands border. Wow, I can't even fathom that. A border between 2 countries that's just a little bit of tile on the ground, not a giant wall, whatever. Brain of shark, brain of dolphin. Well, you didn't have to flex on the sharks like that. That seems a little bit mean. Also, dude, that dolphin brain is probably bigger than any human brain I've ever seen. I know it's a lot bigger than mine, that's for sure. A Dutch architect built all the Euro-fictional bridges to claim them for the Netherlands. You know, I was looking at this last night. It's actually pretty dang hilarious that he would do that. Oh, good one, guy. Good one. This dog riding a moose. Huh. I mean, that doesn't really fall under interesting as fuck, but it certainly is cool to look at. Ride, my trusty steed. Ride. We're on our way to Canada. This is what Tokyo, the largest city on Earth, looks like from a plane. Yeah, it's freaking horrifying. Also, is Tokyo the largest city on Earth? I thought that honor still went to Mexico City, but maybe I'm wrong on that. Springtime at Kuju Flower Park in Japan. Oh my god. Are you sure you didn't just hire Bob Ross from the afterlife to come and paint you a landscape? Jesus Christ. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. And man, I'm beholden. Rocking chair crib combo. You know, it's really nifty. It's a cool idea. But no matter the craftsmanship, I would just be worried about it breaking in the middle. This brave young man who risked his life to save a baby deer in a flooding Bangladesh river. I don't know a single human being that would do this themselves. We all talk a big game, but at the end of the day, do we actually act on these impulses like this young lad did? Meet Zeus, the tallest dog on record. A Great Dane, standing on his hind legs, stretched to 7 foot 5 inches. From his foot to his withers, he measures 3 foot 8 inches. A beautiful, gentle giant. Good God. Whoo, Jesus, how much does that boy need to eat? I've got a sneaky suspicion he weighs about as much as I do too, and I'm like 195 pounds. For real though, can you imagine trying to burgle this house and seeing that monstrosity come at you down the dark hallway? It's gonna swallow you whole. Found only in the swamps of southern Missouri, dragon scale calcite looks like it came straight out of Middle Earth. Whoa, how have I never heard of this before? Ooh, it is pretty as hell. How big the foot of a lynx is. Oh my god, that guy's got some ping pong paddles at the end of his legs. Jeez, I would never want one of those to take a swing at me. Incredibly realistic painting looks like it's wrapped in plastic film. Wait, it's not? Huh? No, come on. The way the frost highlights this sculpture. Whoa, that adds a whole new dimension of detail. This yam that looks like a human hand. Okay, I'm ready for it. I was not ready for it. Oh my god, that's a great Halloween decoration you got right there. Just make it crawl out of the dirt a little bit. I hiked up here at 6 a.m. to photograph this amazing sunrise in the Lake District in the UK. Whoa, are you sure you're not just in Middle Earth, dude? I'm getting a lot of Shire vibes up in here. American soldiers reading about Hitler's death in the newspaper. The title alone takes up half a page, as it should. It was the end of one of the largest conflicts in our history. That disgusting bastard died, and I'll be damned if every newspaper in the country wasn't gonna look like this. Not mincing words, no confusion, just Hitler dead. Can't be any more clear than that now, can ya? Hobbiton, New Zealand. You have no idea just how happy I am that the money they got for making The Hobbit was put to use in making this a permanent tourist attraction. It's not just the bones of the old set anymore. It's a place that's gonna be there forevermore. So look, at the end of the day, at least something really, really awesome came out of the Hobbit movies, okay? And I'm happy for that. The absolute workhorse. Holy God. How much does this guy weigh? Like 12 billion pounds of pure muscle? I feel like I'm gonna be broken in half just by continuing to look at him. This hotel in Singapore. Whoa, they've got some really crazy architecture going on over there, don't they? This is a rare brown husky. Ooh, those eyes though. I mean, the rest of him is beautiful, but they highlight the eye so much. It's like he's staring into my soul. Neron? The black jaguar is simply beautiful. Oh my God. These animals are so gorgeous, but I'm so terrified of them. This sea of daisies in Japan. I have no words. I feel like I need to run through this field of flowers while the monkeys plays in the background. A mosque in Iran. Oh, I've seen photos of this place. God, I can't even begin to fathom how places like this were or are built. I don't understand whatsoever. Building an American house? Yeah, that's one thing. This? What the hell? NASA's Perseverance rover on Mars is carrying an adorable family portrait of Martian rovers. Oh, it's so cute the way they're a little family. I also can't wait until we can add a couple of astronauts to this family. Oasis in South America. Oh God, how sustainable is something like this? I mean, clearly it's sustainable enough for people to put up buildings and probably live there, but realistically, how much longer can this place go? I've always wondered that. The perfect camouflage. Well, I'll be the judge of that. Well... yeah, we'll go with the perfect camouflage. Yeah, 100%. Surreal photograph looking like an epic painting. That's a photograph? Holy God, I am in awe of some people's talent. There are a lot of folks out there that say taking a photo is easy, but you go ahead and take one of these for me real quick and then I'll believe you. A cat with 3D printed paws. Oh, it looks so weird. That's not at all what I was expecting when it said 3D printed paws, but it looks like he's doing okay. Just give him an eye patch and he'll be captaining ships in no time. Pingu is stop motion, so they needed all of those heads to make per frame. Isn't that insane? Stop motion is some freaky stuff, and I don't understand how anybody has the perseverance to do it, but I'm glad there are people out there that do, because it's quite possibly one of the coolest forms of animation ever. So mesmerizing to watch. Nighttime at Asakurashi, Japan. Whoa. See, why can't can't I visit places like this? Yeah, I know, COVID, blah, 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 but why have I never gone before? I'll tell you why. Because I don't want to make a fool of myself. Australian policemen racing motorcycle chariots in 1936. How do we know those are policemen? Also, this seems incredibly dangerous. Don't get me wrong, it's cool as hell, but someone's gonna die. Shepherd dog trying to protect the herd from a drone. He's doing his job. Dreamy rainbow obsidian. Rainbow obsidian? That's not what it looks like in Minecraft. This 18-pound onion that won the world record in 2012. That is a big onion, but it's still not enough for my burger. Go get me some more, please. I do appreciate people being able to be proud of any accomplishment they've had, even if it's growing a giant vegetable. Look at how happy this guy is. Good for you. You did something not many people could do. Finished artist Lisa, I'm not gonna butcher your last name, crochet's life-size sculptures. Raja and her dog pose with their detailed replicas. This is some cool stuff though, come on. Oh, it might be a little bit creepy, but man, that is cool as hell. Yo, she a bad bitch. ×2 now. A low-resolution tree. Well, I'll say massive underground palaces carved out of solid salt in mines that date to the Middle Ages. This salt mine is outside of Krakow, Poland. There's no way. Holy crap. We're gonna get some real Mines of Moria bullcrap going up in here. Anything underground, that's all I think about. This picture of a visible shockwave. Whew. That's how you know you're gonna die soon. Awesome multi-shaded squirrel spotted in Alberta. Wow, I didn't even know that was possible. A city made out of stationary equipment, apart from the train, of course. That's so cute. Dude, having an artistic brain must be amazing. The exact moment the lightning strikes the water. Whoa, God got really mad at that spot in particular today. This 230-year-old cork oak tree is Portugal's most prized tree, and the most productive one on record. Ever since 1820, it's harvested every 9 years for wine cork bottles. Stripping the bark doesn't damage the tree as it regenerates naturally, sequestering more CO2 in the process. That's amazing. I had no idea that's where cork came from. Mainly because it never really affected me whatsoever, and it's just a weird random fact to know, but that is cool as hell. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Well, where did you think cork came from? I don't know. I don't think about corks very often. Shishi-Iwa, also known as Lion Rock in Mie Prefecture, Japan. If you time your visit at sunrise, you can see the lion sink its teeth into the sun. However, seeing the moon trapped in the lion's mouth is only seen a few times a year. Well, I know what I'm planning my first Japan trip around now. I'm just kidding. I just want to go to the vending machines and get a beer. A medieval surgeon repaired his broken bone with riveted copper. New bone was formed after the procedure, showing the patient survived. Oh my god, I hate stuff like this. It's cool, don't get me wrong, but ow. The thinking wasp. I wonder what he's thinking about. I'm gonna sting that motherfucker so good. 600-year-old juniper tree. I really hope trees like this have their location kept very secret, because you know how people are. They have to be assholes. I made a mammoth tusk tanto. 2 months of trial and error. Blue for the ocean of tears I shed while making it. Definitely going to take some rest. Woohoo! Jesus. Scenes from the erupting Etna volcano in Italy. Oh man, Pompeii all over again. Get the hell out of there, guys. That's a water bridge. Yep, and it makes total sense too. It's a little bit weird, but it's pretty nifty. I don't know why, but it kind of reminds me of the floating bridge in Seattle. You know, the one that sank. This whale in Hawaii. Oh God, I want to visit there so bad. But man, I would feel so unwelcome. An engineer wiring an early IBM computer in 1958. Just think, people were called crazy back then because the folks working on these machines and the ones who had invented these machines thought, you know what? Someday they'll be able to fit into a small room. Look at them now. Look at computers now.
This is a recreation of Van Gogh's smoking skeleton that my dog and I did using items from around the house. We do a different artwork recreation every day. Wait, where is your dog? I can see you. You're visible. Where is your dog? Great artwork, by the way. But where is your dog? This is how large a typical bison is. This one weighs 3,000 pounds. It seriously makes me thankful that we are not competing with these type of creatures in terms of intellect. I mean, sure, the pen is mightier than the sword, but it ain't mightier than a 3,000-pound hornbash. A CT scan of my brain and the 6.2 centimeter dermoid cyst I had surgically removed in January of 2019. My brain somehow managed to grow around it without causing me to become mentally or physically disabled for 22 years. If you haven't thanked your brain today, maybe you should, because it's probably doing a lot to keep you alive. Well, unless you're suffering severe depression, then, well, Moving on! When Paris Notre Dame Cathedral burnt down, Ubisoft, the creator of the video game Assassin's Creed, had mapped the cathedral for their game and offered their plans and expertise to help rebuild the iconic building, as well as 500,000 euros to help with the restoration and reconstruction. Hey, good guy Ubisoft. Tell me again, boomers, how video games do nothing but cause violence. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm about to break into someone's room and destroy all their vases for rupees. Greater cane rats are a large species of rat that live in sugarcane fields in Ghana. They are the preferred bushmeat for kids because of their sweet and soft meat. No, that's not a rat, that's a warg. That is like the boss rat that you face in a rat dungeon. When the giant umbrellas are closed, Medina looks like a city from Star Wars. I can genuinely imagine some archaeologists from the future.
Fascinating. These were likely laser cannon poles to fight off would-be space invaders.
Nope, umbrellas. This is a real picture. Liebherr puts on an annual expo to showcase their construction equipment. Here, they showcase their cranes by lifting other cranes. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dich measuring contest to end all Dichs. Yours may be bigger, but it'll never be Liebherr.
Liebherr, you better make that your slogan.
A photorealistic image of what William Shakespeare would look like today, based off the portrait to the left. And not my creation. Oh my god, it's a bolding hipster. But it's so contradicting. I mean, his creative pursuits have merit. Bow damage on the Ever Given after hitting the Suez Canal in March 2021. Yeah, remember back then? Jeez, God, that was long ago. Yo, what? That looks like it's been photoshopped. Is that just like yogurt? No, that would literally be like, I don't know what a ship's made out of. Boat metal. That's a really bent boat metal. Residential district in Dubai. You know, part of me goes, oh, it looks all the same. But then I look at any other general suburban area in other Western countries too, and it's like, oh, right. Live fish carrier device. That is very confusing for the fish, I imagine. Could you just imagine looking outside your window one day and everything is moving around you? It's never too late to acknowledge the reality that urban highways are a fixable mistake. Yeah, looking forward to the day when vehicular travel is just mostly underground. Of course, I will absolutely ignore that hope when I want to get to the other side of this harbor area and I don't have a bike. President Macron of France changed the color of the French flag in July 2020. No one noticed. Wait, what? What? Yo, that's a noticeable change of blue too. Oh, conspiracy theorists are gonna have a field day with this one. Apparently, a long time ago, they used to use glass as insulation in Transformers. One blew in our neighborhood, and my boyfriend rescued this chunk and brought it home for me. Okay, just casually carrying a shard of the Tesseract, no biggie. West Point gives an award to the person with the lowest GPA who still passed. It's the GOAT Award, a jab at their rival, the Naval Academy, which has a GOAT mascot. This is Army Cadet Alex Fletcher, who won in 2016. The winner also gets $1 from every graduate, amounting to about $1,000. Okay, no, that is actually an awesome idea. Because, I mean, yeah, you came last, but you still passed. To appear headless while taking a photo, aka horse manning, was a popular way to pose in the 1920s. Oh my god! Absolutely horrifying, I approve. Eggs laid by an old hen on the left and a young hen on the right. Gosh darn it, even the eggs develop spots with age. The largest hotel in the world, with a staggering 10,000 rooms, is currently under construction in Saudi Arabia. Well, it may be bigger, but it'll never be lieber.
See, I'm telling you, gotta make that your slogan, guys. It works.
In Japan, people don't have signatures. Instead, they use stamps called hanko, and every individual in Japan has one. Okay, but I mean, is that not still just a signature? I mean, I get you just stabbing the paper, but you're still signing it. This adolescent blue jay is only halfway through puberty. Oh, let me guess, it's like half and half.
Of course.
Don't be literal, nature. You're not meant to do that. Kano Jigoro, the legendary founder of judo. Despite being a smaller man, he could toss large men with ease, but only after persistent studying and practice. On his deathbed, he asked that he be buried in a white belt instead of a black belt. He wanted to be remembered as a learner, not a master. Movie about him, please, right now. Orcas can jump between 10 to 15 feet out of the water. At 15 feet, this is one of the highest known jumps ever photographed. So for the cooler kids out there, that is 4.5 meters. Just fathom that. Consider the height of the room you're in right now. On average, usually around 3 meters, 3.5 meters.
This thing could jump over that. And that is just the known height that we've witnessed. He could have had stage fright for all we knew.
In Costa Rica, they've discovered a frog that looks more like Kermit than any other frog. Okay, don't get me wrong, is that literally not who Kermit is based off? Oh, who am I kidding? This is a fact on the internet. It doesn't need sources or straight criticism. Venus flytraps put their flowers really far away from their traps so they don't accidentally kill their pollinators.
Ah, how considerate of them.
This picture isn't edited. This was the result of perfect timing with the lightning. My friend accidentally took this. Well, that is a horrifying and beautiful example of how much the sky can light up with lightning. This is a vaquita, the rarest marine mammal on the planet. There are approximately 10 individuals left alive.
Oh, why? It's so cute. Who hurts you, Mr. Vaquita? Why? What did they do? What did you do to them?
Hey, that's victim blaming.
Okay, seriously, look at those things' eyes. Do they not make the sight of one who commits murder? Harvest mice love pollen and eating stamens so much they end up sleeping inside tulips.
Oh, it's more adorable.
This is just turning into wholesome memes or made me smile, isn't it? Ukrainians overstepping the anti-tank mines. They're designed to trigger based on weight, right? Because there is no way in hell I would be that close to others who are stepping over these things and trusting they won't accidentally misstep. This alligator mutation. What? No, please. Let's not do the alligators who have faster and more maneuverable swimming capabilities. No. Mali woman Halima His gave birth to 9 babies, nonuplets, on May 5th, 2021, thus breaking the world record of largest multiple birth, with all babies surviving. The infants are 4 boys and 5 girls. Part of me wants to see the pregnant belly, but part of me also feels horrified in the thought of what it would look like. I just imagine a bunch of just bulging growths all over her body. Surgeons in India removed over 600 iron nails from a man's stomach this week after a CT scan revealed the mass of metal in the 48-year-old's abdomen.
Oh, wow, I didn't really fathom how much nails that could be in one spot. Oh,
I want to ask why you did that, but more importantly, how you managed to do that. The Oval Office between presidents. I swear to God, if it's just 2 presidents standing side by side with a little Oval Office in between them. Oh, nope, it's not. Okay, honestly, I'm kind of disappointed now. Can we just Photoshop 2 presidents on either side of this image? Excellent. The pun is complete. I live next to one of the oldest human constructions in the world. Tumulus de Boujon, France, in 4700 BC. You know, part of me was expecting some grandiose thing, but yeah, no, I shouldn't really be surprised. It's just a bunch of rocks. It took me over a month to fold this origami omu from one uncut square of paper. From the Miyazaki movie Nausicaa. This is too many words to not pronounce terrible. Hello, bug thing. Great job doing the paper folding. Seriously, how big is this thing, though? That is insane. My great-grandfather was a pioneer of Photoshop. Every person pictured here is him. Circa 1910s? Yo, that's a pioneer of, like, Adobe in general. Wow. Just like, when you know that they had nothing like what we have now, that is impressive. The light pillars in Alaska. They form when the reflection of light from tiny ice crystals are suspended in the atmosphere. It's scientifically explained and absolutely natural phenomena like this that really makes me not surprised the idea of aliens and gods are so popular. That or there's about 12 blockbuster movies from the last decade playing at once.
Skybeam of death!
In World War II, Germany built a massive railway gun called the Gustav, firing 7-ton shells across 47 kilometers. Yes, Germany had this, and it worked. This is probably the point in male history where they realize it's not really the size that counts, but how well you use it. The X-ray image gives certainty. The statue, which is more than 1,000 years old, actually contains a skeleton.
Oh, that is horrifying.
I did not need to come to, no. I get uncomfortable enough seeing wax sculptures of people. Like, I do not need to have the same phobia towards statues. 3,000-year-old petroglyph of a man running away from a snake in Tanum, Sweden. Okay, but why does he have an erection? A common snapping turtle coming out of a hibernation, creating this recognizable image. Yo, that's both adorable and awesome. A photo of an apple orchard in Ireland after a storm. And not my photo. Well, no need to do legs day at the gym. You're gonna get your squats done here. Anna Haining Bates, who, at 7 foot and 11 inches, was one of the tallest women in history. With her 7 foot 8 inch husband, Martin van Burenbets, from the 1870s. Just saying, that is a freaking achievement to back then, without Tinder or any online dating, find someone of the exact same sort of abnormal height as you. Space Shuttle's toilet. I understand, but I am nonetheless weirded out by that tube. God. I cut my hair and beard 15 times in one day and photoshopped together 195 versions of myself. Great. Well, yeah, okay. Everyone's got a hobby, I suppose. Sailors saluting a war veteran. Leningrad in 1989. Okay, I'm really hoping that he's down that low through choice, and not just because all they have lying around is a skateboard. Normal brain versus Alzheimer's brain. Man, that is some dried up cauliflower. Lincoln, before and after the Civil War. Also, that's how you create a bit of a stubble and a beard. Have civil unrest and rebellion occur while you're in power. That explains what Trump was trying to do. He just wanted a beard. I would look very manly. The manliest of man. This white yak in Tibet. Oh god damn, it's like a bison but an Instagram addict.